We are multi-dimensional vibrational beings. And everything, is a flow and an exchange of energy. Much of what's going on we don't even see. And with a little practice, you can tune in and find out what it is. But, water is a key component because that is the medium that all these electrical transmission happens. It's an amazing semiconductor, and hydration is a key component. I can tell you this, in my experience, 99.9% of the people that ever walked into one of my clinics or consulted with me was in a state of chronic dehydration. Think about that. With all the drinks, sodas, sports drinks, energy drinks, coffee, soda, all the... If I'm drinking all this stuff, how, I remember when cars were built that didn't have drink holders. Do you remember those days? They didn't have drink holders. I remember cars like that. Now, it's, you gotta have the macked out drink. Like, everybody's drinking stuff, but they're not hydrating themselves. And that's because of the structure.
Yeah. Actually, Wade was the first person ever to bring that into my awareness. I had drank water for most of my life, especially when I had lost a kidney in an accident when I was about, 15 years old. So I made it a whole, dedication and devotion to drinking water as opposed to, any other beverages to make sure that I kept my kidney healthy for the rest of my life, the only one that I have left. But I thought I knew about water, being into exercise science and physiology and pre-med and whatnot. And when I actually started drinking the water that Wade had introduced me to, after about 3 days, I finally understood not the definition of hydration, I understood the meaning of hydration. It became an actual realization, a direct experience. It wasn't something that I knew about intellectually. I thought, after all those years, 15 years or more of drinking water, that I was hydrated. Well, I was not.
Yeah, and so many people happen. I mean, in fact, when I had a profound experience around, learning about structured ionized water, for example, and how that affects, and there's a lot of people that talk about it and really don't understand the topic. But when you've experienced the real deal like I had, it was profound. We ended up writing another little book on that, what every athlete needs to know about restructured ionized water. And the reason why I wrote that, my athletic response to the water was so profound that my peers didn't believe me.
Right.
Yet I had experienced this reality, so I needed to find out why that was and to share that with them. Now that book has gone out all over North America. I think there's, thousands and thousands of copies went out. And as a result, there are some of the top names in sports today are using this water. People who were actually playing in the Super Bowl this year.
Yep.
People who are playing at the highest professional levels in every single sport are now using. Now you'll never see them endorse this because the endorsement program is a whole other. They're endorsing other things. So I would recommend people check out that book simply because it's a great information and kind of sets the wheat from the chaff, if you will. Going back to the awesome formula, I guess, because with Tone and I, we get into this flow, we could be here forever.
Yeah, we talk forever.
We love it. They're with us. The third one is exercise, and of course, this is a big challenge for everybody. I advocate a variety of different exercises, how that goes. After that, we get into the sum part of the awesome formula. So the all will take care of the 85% of the stuff. The sum takes care of the next 15%, if you will, and beyond, if you want to go to beyond, what capacity is. I look at nutrition as sunlight or electrical life force nutrition. In other words, if you break things down to its smallest point, you'll find that it, in our body is down to what they call electron covalent transfer. Well, what the heck's that, Wade? Electron covalent transfer. Well, it's an electron moving from here to here. And if you look at quantum physics, it is the movement of information or electricity in its teeny tiny forms that generate this whole panorama of what our experience is. Like, we're mostly empty space. It's so hard to believe. But that is the quantum reality. We really are just condensed energy. And what is energy? Well, energy is a form of light. What is light? Well, light is information. And so we are condensed components of information built on levels and levels, like miniature skyscrapers, powered up and condensed and put together and linked together and all this sort of stuff, and built into this complex, multi-dimensional super being that's this protoplasmic experience that we have that's endued with spiritual reality and mentations and all this. It gets pretty wild. So I look at nutrition a little bit differently than the biochemical model, and that's one of the things that we talk about, and we try and make it simple too. I mean, you can go as wild as it, but at the end of the day, genius always runs to simplicity, and but we're addicted to complexity. I know I'm addicted to it. We're all addicted to complexity. We try and simplify that. The last three things that we deal with is optimizers, enzymes, and probiotics. And I mean, in the enzymes and probiotic field, I think this is an area that is really, it's like this giant black hole in the nutritional industry.
Totally.
It's like everybody has missed the boat on this, or almost everybody. But enzymes and probiotics are the workers in your body. You can throw all the materials, all the minerals, the vitamins, the proteins, the powders, the potions, like, if you don't have workers to shuttle that stuff around in the body and actually do the work, you've got some real issues. And I make enzymes and I do probiotics and that sort of thing, and I've been advocating for years, and I use them in my own life on a daily basis, and I recommend everybody that does that. The reason why? You have more energy, you have more vitality, you have more life, you resist them. And if you look at the top guys in the world, you look at the Tony Robbins in the world, is he taking enzymes? You better believe it. Jack LaLanne, another guy, like guy's in his 90s, he's going on another TV program, he's 96 or something, the guy's enzymes, right? That's the live juices that he was in. He's been doing this for years. And at one time, people didn't understand the enzymes, but they were doing it through natural, organic foods, juicing them and getting high enzymatic content foods. The challenge